stumbles on a story linking a prominent Scottish politician with loyalist paramilitaries in Belfast. I think I'll just read the prologue, which is mercifully short. It's only 4 pages long, and I think it's fairly self-explanatory. Already she's smiling, one foot in the stairs. She stops to listen. She isn't scared. This is a game they play most nights. It's important to have a story, a pretext. This is part of the game. She stands on the top step and listens for a sound, for something she can use when she gets downstairs. And her mother will turn towards her with that expression. I heard a noise, the girl will say. I was scared. Her mother is the problem. Her dad will let her stay. If she makes it to his chair before her mother chases her out of the room, then she'll curl up in his lap in the flicker of the telly, and later he'll carry her up to bed. It's dark on the landing. The light on the landing is off. She isn't scared. She thinks of herself as a ghost. She can spook her parents, she knows this, when they come on her at such moments, barefoot and pale, out of context, moored in some halfway space, the staircase, the hall. She creeps down step by step, feeling the carpet on her bare feet, twisting her soles a little with every step, flexing the fibres. She feels invisible almost, so little noise is she making. Some nights there are parties. She hears the laughter in little sips when the lounge door opens, when somebody goes to the bathroom. On those nights she avoids the lounge. Instead she makes for the guest bedroom, where the coats cover the bed in a layered pyramid. The women's are soft, woolly, with collars of fur which give, when you root in their lifelike depths, a womanish sting of perfume. Their silk linings, slippery cool, feel wet against the backs of your fingers. The men's are sterner, textured tweeds and twills, with the sharp, assertive stench of stale tobacco, or crinkly raincoats with belts and buttons. She lies on the bed among the coats, her hand traversing them like a fish, dipping in and out of flaps and pockets. Her fingers trace train tickets, paper hankies, loose coins, stiff folded banknotes, glasses cases, bubble moulded sheets of aspirin. They pat car keys and ballpoint pens and cigarette lighters. Their probing tips brush crumbs and lint and grit in the seams of pockets. Only once did she take something, a book of matches. The slim glossy packet, swelling to its jerky spine, its cover tucked snugly into the jutting lip, with its cold smudgy strip where the matches sparked. The embossed logo troubling the ball of her thumb. An object both worthless and exquisite. Who would miss it? She folded her fingers over it, made for the door. The banister is smooth beneath her palm. She thinks as ever about sliding down it, as they do in the movies, as they do in cartoons, as she has never yet done. The paint is thick, smooth. Her thumb catches a bubble, a little runnel that has dried and hardened, that she feels with her thumb now every night. She knows every step, the loose stair rod, and then the landing, and then the bend in the stairs, and then the man. A man in a green jacket standing in the hall. And he must have heard her. Maybe she's not so silent after all, because his head turns. At first the flash of his glasses is all that she sees, but he steps to the side and shades his eyes, and she sees him, a man like her father, with brown hair and glasses, but younger. His face is kind, he has a kind face, and she smiles at him, a smile that expects his complicity, a smile that says, don't tell. He smiles back, and says something in a voice that is, not foreign exactly, but guttural, thick, and though she doesn't catch the words, she nods. Behind him the front door is ajar. He will let the cold in, she thinks. The man looks at her. She isn't scared. They often have visitors at this time, Daddy's clients, men who stand sparely in the hallway till Daddy can see them. When she comes downstairs on these nights, the men grin, almost shy, patting their pockets for coins. When their business is finished and the men leave, she stands by her father's legs as they say goodnight. But tonight, stalled on the landing, poised to take the last few stairs, she hears a noise. There's a noise from the living room, like furniture being shifted, and a man comes briskly out and the 2 men are gone. She wants to call out, to bring the men back, the green man with the nice smile. But though the door is ajar and the night air, cold and sharp, Novemberish, tingles on her ankles, what she smells is the harsh burnt stink from the living room. She glances into the dark street. For a moment she thinks about leaving, escaping into the night. Already the bright room at her back is a foreign land. It's not the living room, but a room in a fairy tale, a dragon's cave. And now, for the first time she can remember, she regrets having left her bed. She can feel the duvet's warmth, the gill-shaped hollow that she's left, but there's no way now to get back, to climb backwards up the stairs and into the past. She closes the front door and leans against it, counting to 10. Her mother is kneeling by the sofa at the far end of the living room. Is it the rosary? Is what the girl thinks. Are they saying the rosary? But her mother is beside the sofa, not in front. There is something on the floor. Her mother is bending over something. She flitters across but pulls up short. She's standing in something. Her feet are wet, sodden as though her bladder has emptied, and she flexes her toes, arching them free of the sopping rug. But when she looks down, when her strained toes sink back to the carpet, what rises between them is black, brown, a cola-coloured puddle. Without moving her feet, she leans right over, canting her body to see beyond the couch, beyond her kneeling mother, to whatever has caused the mess. And now her bladder does empty, the water loosed in a startling spatter like radio hiss, the warmth turning speedily cool on her inner shins. He looks drunk. He looks like she's seen him one time at New Year's, slumped on the couch, pouting and heavy, impervious to her nudges and shunts. Now though he lies on the carpet, his head against the wall unit, his chin forced into his neck, and around him, sustaining him it seems, is a black little lake, a darkling pool. She looks to her mother, but her mother is busy, frantic, pushing her dad in the chest, two-handed once and then again, serious thumps that bounce his head against the wood. Get someone, her mother is shouting. Get someone. The girl turns too quickly, skidding in the mess, down on one knee and one hand before righting herself and skittering out. There is sky, stars, branches against the streetlights. There is shouting now, clamour, a girl in a bloody nightdress whirling in the roadway, the sound of her shouting and animal cries. And now the doors are opening, lights coming on, stripes of yellow light along the paths. Thank you.